Hi everybody, it's Laurel with Illuminating Souls, and as I make this video, it is early morning here in Northern California and the sun is just coming up, and it is one of my very favorite times of day, and it's the time when I strengthen my connection with Divine Source and I connect with my intentions for the day. And as I was doing that, it came forward to make this video for you so that I can share with you a little bit more about our class, Energizing Your Lightworker Business. This is a class I've been teaching for several years now, and it allows me to mentor other practitioners who want to step into this work. I hear a lot from other people who have a dream of doing this work. And when I say this work, I mean soul-inspired work. And it shows up in a lot of ways. You may be guided to become an angel therapy practitioner, or you may be a Reiki master. You may make some kind of wonderful soul-inspired products. You may be a jewelry maker. You may make candles, bath salts, flower essences. You may dream of being a life coach, a spiritual life coach. You may want to do astrology readings. That there's some calling in you that you can feel that comes from higher guidance, that comes from within your heart and soul, of work that you want to do here on the planet. A lot of times when we begin connecting with it, it can feel scary and it can feel a little overwhelming. I'd like to share the story that when I first started, I was nauseous for a couple weeks because it felt so big to step into this work. I mean, I was a market analyst in the entertainment industry, and now I was going to give people angel messages. It was a huge leap. And some of the things that really helped me make that transition was one, I worked with a dear friend who helped me with my branding and visioning for the business. And I really attribute that a lot to my success, because my brand and the vision of this business did not come from my intellect. It didn't make sense. It came from my soul. It came from the soul of my business. That's what I love to call it, the soul of my business. It came from within, of this burning knowing of the work that I was here to do. And it felt way bigger than me, and it felt much bigger than what I thought I was even capable of. It was this gorgeous, beautiful, vibrant vision of bringing angelic love to people, to helping people step into their gifts and their abilities. That I was a waker upper of that's not even good grammar, I know, but a waker upper of souls. I remember that being part of what it was that came forward for me. And then I had to translate that into starting points. Where was I going to even start? What was it going to look like? And, you know, a lot of times when we step into this work, we have this huge vision. It's big. We're going to get thousands of people into our classes and thousands of people are going to read our books. But you know what? We have to start somewhere. And a lot of times we start in places with classes that have one or two people, or we have a few clients, and we start off much smaller than we think we're going to. I just, that's how it worked for me. And that's how it works for a lot of other people that I know. And I don't want to energize that that's going to be how it is for you, but I'm just sharing with you what my experience has been. So where do you start when you're doing a business like this? So in the Energizing Your Lightworker business class, it's a 6-week class, and these are the steps we go through. So the first week, we talk about connecting with the soul of your business. We talk about, we lead you through a process, more than talking about it, but we lead you through a process where you can connect with the soul of your business. You can connect at the 50,000-foot level of the work that you have come here to do, from a place that is deeply authentic, deeply soul inspired. And it doesn't have to make sense, and it doesn't have to be logical, and it doesn't have to please your neighbors or your sister-in-law. This is your authentic vision for the work that you've come here to do. So that's week 1. Week 2, we talk about money. We talk about your rate card. We talk about how you feel about earning money doing this work. A lot of times people who embody this archetype of doing light work, we have challenges earning money doing this work, because there's this desire to be of service. There's this desire to help others. And how can we set up a business structure that honors that and also allows us to do this work full time and earn a living doing this work? So week 2, we're all about money, your money myth. Your rate card probably will give you a raise. So that's week 2. Week 3, A lot of people that I work with, and I know that this was the case for me, I didn't know a lot about running my own business. I'd always worked for companies and somebody else took care of that in an office somewhere. So week 3, we talk about 3D world. So the different things you should know about. I teach you a little bit about a lot of things. So things like fictitious business names, best business practices for managing your accounting, um, resale licenses, PO boxes, different things that you might not even think about that you want to have in place to build a strong 3D foundation for your business. So that's week 3. Week 4, we begin to talk about products and services. Again, I'm going to teach you a little bit about a lot of things. How do you do a teleclass? How do you find different phone services, teleconference services where you can do your teleclasses? What is an e-course? How to put together an ebook? Different kinds of packages you might want to put together for your products. So this is the week where we start to talk about different ways you can bring your services and products into the world. What are we up to? Week 5. Week 5. Week 5, we're going to be talking about social media, which is, we're so blessed to live in this time and space. If we were doing this work 20 years ago, we would have a snail mail list. I would be doing trifold flyers and addressing them somehow and putting stamps on them and putting them in the mail and not knowing who received my stuff. I might be writing for a local magazine, or if I was lucky, a national magazine. But here we are, and we have social media. So I sit here sometimes in my pajamas, which I'm not in right now, but I'll type a few strokes on a keyboard, I hit send, and it goes out to tens of thousands of people. We're so lucky to live in this time and space. So week 5, we're going to be talking about social media. And I'm going to be focusing heavily on Facebook because that's where I've had my our greatest success. We have over 60,000 people on our Facebook page right now. And I'm going to be teaching you some of the methods that I use to build engagement and go viral, which is a good thing. Okay, so that's week 5. Week 6, we do masterminding. So this is where everybody who's in the class will bring something about their business to the group, and we will give feedback if that's what you want. We'll give ideas. We'll give supportive inspiration to you, whatever will serve you on your journey. So that's the 6th week. These classes are kept small. I usually have between 4 and 6 people in the class. Really, they're very small, and I like keeping them small at this point because it allows each one of you to get individual attention. So you get a lot of value for your investment. You also get a 1-hour coaching session with me. So this is really designed to get you into a place where you are comfortable, confident, and have a deep, deep knowing about the work that you're here to do. I also want to tell you what this class is not. I know that sounds a little contrary, but this is not the class where you're going to learn how to build a 6-figure business. It's not going. We're not going to be teaching you how to close your sale. There are some amazing business trainings out there, and I think the world of them. I think they're terrific, and I absolutely believe that they serve a purpose. What I've seen in some people, though, is if they go to that kind of training too soon, before they have a deep, deep knowing about the work that they're here to do, that it can circumvent that process of attuning to the wisdom of your soul. They come into the intellectual part of it early, and then they're trying to figure their business out from the intellect rather than from that deep, heartfelt knowing. I've seen this happen many, many times. I was so fortunate because I worked with a coach when I was just starting out who started me in the inner process. And so I had that strength and that foundation with me, so then I could step into the intellect. The intellect is wonderful and it serves us well, but sometimes, especially if we're talking about our soul-inspired work, if we go there too soon, there's this temptation to water down the work that we do. So if you've made it this far in the video, congratulations. I don't have a script. I'm just sort of winging it here. I want you to know that I see you and I witness you. I believe that if you are watching this video, if there's a part of you that is getting excited, if there's a part of you that is nervous, if there's a part of you that is scared, congratulations. It means you're on your path. Every time I go to do some kind of growth work in this area, I get nervous and I get a little scared. And usually that means I'm standing at the gateway of some kind of transformational experience. So whether you take this class or you work with another teacher or find another path, I want to support you in really diving into your soul's guidance and your soul's wisdom for the work that you're here to do. We live in a time and space where there are many, many people who are awakening, and there are a lot of different ways this work can show up in the world. Even if you're working a traditional job, because that is the best way to support you and your family, that is such a blessed path. And there, you can even do this work on the side. So there are many ways for you to bring your soul's work into the world. And if there's anything that I can do to support you, I'm here. I love supporting you. It is a profound blessing in my life. I have supported many, many, many other practitioners over the years, and I really believe there cannot be enough of us doing this work. This field is far from saturated. It's an all hands on deck kind of situation. And so if you'd like to learn more about our class, or if you'd like to talk to me personally about perhaps taking it, please feel free to reach out. If you're watching this video somewhere here in the neighborhood, you will find our website, which is www.illuminating-souls.com, and you'll find all my contact information. Thank you so much. I love you, and it is always a blessing to connect. Namaste. Thank you.